You asked a great question. How do you take stuff that you've already filmed and turn that into content? It makes perfect sense. It's efficient, right? Because you already filmed it. So you've done half the work. Now it's time to edit it, which is the other half of the work, and just post it. And how do you do all that? Well, here's what I have to say about that. Don't. Now, why would I say don't? Well, first, let's have a quick discussion about how social media and content really works. Put yourself in the position of someone who is scrolling, which is you, because you scroll sometimes too. I do all the time, right? You pick your phone up, you start scrolling, and then you say, huh, really? Let me click on that one. What happened there is that you saw something that sparked your curiosity. And your curiosity was so strong that out of all the stuff that you saw, that one is the one that you actually wound up clicking on. Here's the thing. In the market and in the world of content, the fact that that sparked your curiosity was not by accident. It sparked your curiosity because it was made to do so, specifically for you and other people like you. And it worked because now you're here watching it. So whenever you create content, you create it with the purpose of sparking curiosity and driving someone to want to watch to fulfill that curiosity. That's how your content is made from the start. And if you make it with that in mind, then you will start to acquire an audience who consistently likes to be sparked, who consistently likes their curiosity sparked by you, and trusts you enough to know that whenever they click on one of your stuff, you're going to deliver on what you made them curious about. Now, let's get to why, if I were you, I would not be looking at my older stuff to edit and post as content. Because the way you created your older stuff, they were not created to do that. They were not filmed and produced for the purpose of sparking the curiosity of a person scrolling, and they're not made to satisfy whatever curiosity that. Well, first of all, it probably didn't create much in the first place. Now, let's say it did, right? Let's say there's some aspects of it that actually create curiosity. So that's something that you'd find out really by experimenting. Now, and when I say experimenting, I mean you'd post some content, right? And then you would track to see how people are responding to it. Now, here's the important part. When you find out how people are responding to it, you're able to use that information to pivot how you make your content. So you might be able to deduce what is wrong or what is missing if you've already filmed content and you're trying to, repurpose it. The issue is that you cannot pivot for stuff that you've already filmed. For you to pivot, it's the pivoting process happens in the production itself. So that means the way you would pivot is by filming something completely different or filming something according to however you are pivoting. And that is something you do with new content. The older stuff, you don't really do it with that. So what I would suggest for you is to, just for now, forget about what you've made before and create content in a style that is easiest for you to pivot. And that's content just like this, just like the content you've been making. And I'm making this content now too. This is a new world for me, right? I just took a speech training class. They told me to use gestures. So I'm going to see how I like doing this and how it feels to watch. And once I get data on how I'm doing with that, I can use that data to continue along in some ways and pivot in other ways. And the way I can do that is by filming just like this again. So let me know if I answered your question.